Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's your favourite aspiring model. I just thought I'd do a quick video since my Lux Maxing video received quite a few views. 208. Didn't think it would make that much of an impact. I understand Lux Maxing is quite a hot topic at the moment, but I certainly didn't expect 208 videos. But thank you to anybody who watched, anybody who liked, anybody who commented. So I thought I'd come on and do another video. Of course, it presented me with a problem. I thought, what the hell am I going to talk about that's going to top that? And I suppose it's something that most of us have noticed, or all of us at some point have kind of probably picked up on, maybe not thought too much about it, but I'm sure most of us have seen something of it. What is the main thing you see now when you're out and about? What is it? What's the main thing you see? Answers on a plate? I'll give you a clue. It's one of them. It's the main thing you see wherever you go. People doom scroll. The old doom scroll. I've seen it, you've seen it, he's seen it, she's seen it, bloke around the corner's seen it, we've all seen it. And I want to think, what is it about it why so many people drawn to the phones? Now that might sound like a stupid question, but have you ever actually thought about why so many people are drawn to the phones? I don't mean just like a couple of hours screen time, I'm talking 16, 17, 18, 19 even. And I've known people who have done 19 hour screen times. What's that about? I don't know you'd do that. I don't know you'd sit on a phone for 19 hours. I haven't got a clue how you'd do it. But some people can. And I'm somewhat of an outsider, so I'm generally curious how people get kind of entrenched in these online worlds, because I don't go on any social media, so I'm an outsider. So these are matters for you. I want you, comments are open. If you can be bothered to comment, comments are open. What is it about these phones and the attraction of social media? Aside from YouTube, or hell YouTube, aside from that. So I want to ask you this. How many times a day, when you're watching content, might be watching one of my videos, or anyone's video, it might be when you're on a chat, how many times a day do you feel the need or the compulsion to disagree with somebody that you've just seen? Whether that's a YouTuber, just somebody on a chat, I don't know, I don't. But how many times a day do you feel that need just to disagree with someone on social media? Because I think it's quite a lot. I think a lot of people. I think that's one of the things that keeps people there. The conflict, the arguing, the debating, if you like, of social media. Maybe that's one thing. Another thing I want to ask is, why do you feel the need to disagree or debate somebody or comment, I dislike this, And again, this is genuine questions. What is it about that's so attractive? I think it happens a lot. I don't think it's really talked about as much as it should be. Now, this is just what I think. I'm just throwing it out there. I might be completely wrong. You might be able to tell me I'm completely wrong. I don't know. What do you think it is? And I've heard a few people now say that they are stepping back from social media. They're kind of doing a detox from it. They're kind of like stepping back a bit. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to go on it as much. No. So it clearly isn't just me thinking this. I think it's coming from other places as well. What do you think it is? What do you think that? Well, you know, because you know what it is that keeps people there. Or maybe you don't. Maybe I'm just generalising. Maybe you're not one of these people. You might be watching this and you might not be on social media. I don't know. You might have never thought about it. This video might be the video that makes you think about what keeps us there. Because I've got a few opinions, but I want you to think about it. I want you to think for yourself. You haven't got to comment or tell anyone. I want you to think to yourself, why do I feel the need to disagree with someone? For those people who do. What's that about? And again, I'm genuinely curious. I'm going to tell you a little story about a guy I know, okay, who was entrenched in this online world. We'll call him Tony. That wasn't his real name, but that's what we'll call him. His name was Tony, and I worked with him. I worked with him for quite a while, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. It was spanned over a couple of months, and Tony was always on social media. He's never off it. Every spare moment he had, he'd be on social media. Which, that's his prerogative. That was his choice. But every moment he had, he'd be on social media. So, he would come in the morning, and you would see, within the first 5 minutes, what mood he was going to be in. Some days he was great. He was a laugh, he was upbeat, and then other parts of the day his mood would kind of switch, and he'd become much more mellow, much more kind of introverted and in on himself. And this happened quite a few times. And bear in mind, this is all the time he was on social media. Okay, like I say, every opportunity he got, I found to be out, doom scroll. So, I left that job, and I didn't really think about it. And then I was sitting, probably about a month ago now, maybe 2 months, and we were talking, and could you believe it? He had a remember those little Nokia phones? £10 top-up Nokia? Yeah. Imagine that. £10 top-up Nokia phone. That's where he'd gone down to. Completely gone off social media. Wasn't on it anymore. And he was telling me that since he'd quit social media, that he felt much more relaxed, much more calm, much more upbeat, more chippy, more chappy, more positive. He didn't have to constantly feel like he was performing. I think, because we're going to go somewhere with this, fasten your seatbelts, we're going somewhere. And it was that was kind of a milestone for him, because this was a guy who, he had something like 3 Facebook accounts. He was always on it. So, is there something in it? I don't know. Is there something that does affect people, social media? Does it inform the way you think? Does it inform the way your mood can be, the way your demeanour can be, the way you feel? Maybe this is all hypotheticals, by the way. That maybe there isn't something. Maybe I'm just talking silliness. Maybe you are much more of an authority than I am. That's very possible. But it's quite a logical thing, that, to see somebody switch from a world of social media to a complete detox from it. Out of his life. He don't need it anymore. And it does make you think, how many people who may be going through something on social media I'm not saying social media is the sole cause of anxiety and depression, because it isn't. But how many people, when indulging in the online community, how many of them, how does it exacerbate those states? Again, you know more than me. Comments are open if you want to. You haven't got it. But I want you to think about that. Just think. If you are going through something and you put that phone down, what happens then? Again, I'm not saying that's the sole cause of it. I'm not saying that all of us should get our technology and go and throw it on a bonfire and go and live in the woods. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, when you actually think about it, does this take a toll on our lives? Is it that important? Because I'm telling you, everywhere you go, you'd be hard pressed to find a place where you're not going to find people doom scrolling. I can't think of one. Everywhere you go, whether you're in a waiting room, waiting at a bus stop, could be on a bus, you're going to see people doom scrolling. You're going to see people there. And you can even have a little bet with yourself when you're sitting in a waiting room or sitting on a bus, how long it'll be before somebody whips the phone out themselves. Try it. Next time you're out, next time you're on a public transport or in a waiting room, don't get your phone out for a minute. Just watch how everyone else who walks in or gets on the bus or whatever situation, see how long it is before they get the phone out. You'll be amazed. 9 times out of 10. In fact, I'd even argue maybe 10 times out of 10, that person will have that phone within 2 seconds. That phone will be out. I'm telling you, I ain't tripping. I think it's a real thing. Again, what do you think? These are questions for you. This is a matter for you. What do you think? But I don't watch loads of people do it, by the way. It's just something I've observed in the last couple of weeks or months. I've seen most people have this compulsion just to reach in the pocket, get the phone out. So, why do you think that's the case? Just have a little think. Why do you think that is? Why we feel that compulsion to get the phone out? Again, I'm not saying it's all bad. I'm not saying all internet culture is bad. Far from it. It's got its place. But do you think for a second, just a nanosecond, okay? Just one second, that maybe it's a bit over the top? Okay. Chill out. Peace. Just sit with that for a second. Do you think it's slightly over the top? And listen, I've been there as well. When I've got my phone out when I've wanted to avoid making conversation. We've all been there. We've all done that. I don't care who you are. Most of us have done that. When you just think, oh, I need to get my phone out, and you're just looking at your screensaver. But it's just to avoid making conversation. I do that sometimes. Or sometimes I just get my phone out because everyone else has got the phone out, but I'm not actually doing anything on it. I've just got my phone out pretending. I think most of us do that. But where does it shift to the point where it's not just about avoiding making conversation, and it's you generally need to get that phone out? Is it a force of habit? Do you think that could be it? It's not even that you really consciously know you're doing it. It's just got to the point now where you need to get that phone out. That you couldn't probably stop even if you wanted to. I don't think that's the case. I think most people are strong enough and powerful enough to mediate what they do and control what they do to an extent. That's the whole thing with the online world. Detoxing, going from it completely, is quite a radical, drastic step. But I do think we've all got it within us to mediate ourselves to a degree on social media. Think about that. We've all got it within us to a degree, I think, to control how much we consume. Again, 16, 17, 18 hours screen times. And that ain't an exaggeration. That ain't an exaggeration. I can probably do about 2. Maybe 2.5 if I really push myself. But then I have to go and do something else. I can't just sit for hours on end on watching a screen. I couldn't do it. Most people can though. Again, I'm the minority. I'm the one out. I'm the odd one out. What's it like, you know? Why is it? And that's why I'm curious. And that's why I've come on and done this video. I think again, it's good to put it out there. And that's all we're doing on this. That's all we're doing. We're just thinking about it. Just thinking about it, working through it. Or do you think it is? Again, just have a little think. So I'm thinking, what can we do? Us. How can we change it? What can we do that isn't ridiculously drastic? That isn't completely over the top? What can we actually do to mediate ourselves, to actually take accountability for the amount of screen time? What could we do? Could we even do it? Is it got to the point where we couldn't now? Is it irreversible? I don't know. Maybe you know. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. Just something to think about. What you know, how could we look at this without people getting up in arms and getting all shirty about it? Just having a little think. What do we do? I'm thinking, and I might be tripping now, this is what I think. If you put that phone down for 10 minutes, just 10 minutes, what would happen then? Just 10 minutes. You think, I've got some spare time on my hands, I could get the phone out, or I could do something else. But just 10 minutes. You put that phone down, what happens? You could start watching a film that you haven't watched for a long time that you really like. You could actually phone somebody and have a real conversation. A conversation with a bit of substance. A one-on-one conversation with someone. Maybe someone you haven't spoken to for a long time. Hey, how's it going? Oh, you know. Instead of a group chat where everyone can be like getting on at each other. Just a one-on-one conversation. That's something. Again, it's not for me to necessarily dictate, but it's something. It's something to think about. So like I say, hypothetically, we're at the point you've put that phone down. You might enjoy it that much. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, let's back up a bit. 30 minutes seems a bit extreme, I admit. But you could enjoy it that much that it could go to 30 minutes. It could go to an hour. Could have done something else that you really enjoy, that you haven't done for a while. Oh, there's my phone. Again, it's just something to think about, just throwing it out there. Let's think about it. It's coming from a place of love, not a place of judgment or bias. It's just thinking about it. Again, I'm not saying everybody on the internet does this. Not all of the internet culture is negative. But I think we can all agree. I think we could all agree on this. There are aspects that are. Is anybody thinking about it? I'll tell you something funny. My phone, for example, has been dead for 3 days. 3 days. Put it on charge today. A few people are annoyed because I missed their texts or I hadn't found them back straight away. You know. But maybe that's something. The constant need, the fast pace of always needing to be constantly available. Is that a great thing? That we can't just put the phone on the side and think about something else? People, need us constantly at their fingertips. Of course, many people now I'm like that. So they're kind of used to it. But some people, they can't fathom how you can be away from your phone for 3 days. I have people say to me, how do you survive without... I've had people literally ask me how I survive without social media. People I know who go on social media, but they ask me, how do you survive without it? How do you cope? That's a big one. I've been asked that a few times. How do you cope without social media? I just do. I'm like, I don't know. I just do. But they ask me these, and these are real questions that I am asked quite often. It's not something I really think about until somebody brings it up. I've been asked it quite a lot of recent, and that's why I thought, light bulb, there's a video. How often do you put your phone down and think about something else? How often is that? Is it regular? Is it never? I don't know. You know. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Can you put that phone down and focus on something else? Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's the need to be heard. That's very logical. That's understandable. Maybe it's the need to be heard. The need to have an opinion, a voice, that's very human. We all feel that from time to time. Maybe it's the need to just express an opinion, even if it's in disagreement. Even if it's in contrast to somebody else, maybe you just need to have an opinion. I understand that. I'll get that. That's a very human thing, and maybe that's what keeps people coming back. To be in that conversation, and just to have an opinion. And if it differs from somebody else's, gets people talking, gets people thinking. Maybe that plays a part in it as well. And again, it's not. It's very understandable. Do you feel the need to be heard? Is that a reason why you indulge in the online community? Again, something to think about. When your online experience, how much of it is just needing to be heard or needing to have an opinion? How much of that is at play with it? Because I know quite a few people who, that's the reason they do it. That's the rush, that's the drive. Maybe that's what it is for you. Again, I understand it, I get it. We all want to be heard, we all want an opinion, we all want a voice. Just sit with that, think about that. Do you need to be heard? And does social media, does the online world offer that? Is that a reason why that phone's always in your hand? Why you're always looking at that phone? I might be talking at the top of my hat, and you can tell me if I am, by all means. But also, be honest with yourself. Think to yourself, why do I need to do that? Why am I doing it? And again, you might be watching this video and you might not participate in social media. You might not. This is for the people, but for people who are, just think about it. Just sit with it. Think. I just wanted to come on and do this video. I just wanted to throw that out there. Get the ball going. First thing in the morning, what is it you do? Do you reach for that phone? Does that become for anything else? Do you have to reach for that phone for anything else? That phone comes first. Again, this isn't a cross-examination. It's not judgments. It's again questions. Just thinking about it, because the amount of people who are staring at phones, you can't avoid it, is what I'm saying. You can't not notice it. It's everywhere. And when people are so concerned with why you don't do it, you think, well, what is it about? I know why I don't, but I'm interested why many people do. So you throw it out there, you get it going. I'm going to end it on this. I'm going to ask you one thing. Just one thing. When you get up in the morning, if the first thing you usually do is reach for that phone for anything else, what I want you to do is try and go 10 minutes, just 10 minutes without grabbing your phone. I know you want to get on that phone. I often have the urge to get straight on YouTube and start scrolling through YouTube. But I hold back. I think, no, later. And then I enjoy it more because I've held out. So instead of reaching for that phone, start doom scrolling on whatever platform it is, whatever social media platform it is. I want you to just have 10 minutes without. Go downstairs, make yourself a drink. Just do something. Just sit there for 10 minutes. Just have a quick think to yourself. Think about the day ahead, what you're doing on that day, whatever it is. Whatever you're doing on that day, just think. And see how long you go before you need to get your phone. Just try it. Won't hurt. And you haven't got to do it again. Just try it once. See if you enjoy it or not. I thought I'd come on and just put this conundrum out there. Should we try? Again, no one's saying burn all technology, let's live like cavemen, or no one's saying that. What we're saying, or what I'm saying, is let's just see how we can handle a bit of time without technology or particularly social media. Let's see how long we can go without it. Wouldn't hurt. Just something to think about. I'll leave you with that. If you're new to the channel, go and check out the lux maxing video I did last week. It's quite good. If you're if you're interested in that kind of thing, anyway, if you're interested in Lux Maxing, go and check out that video. And if you really like this channel, and you really like me, hit that subscribe button. Peace.